Companies, not-for-profits, and governments around the world are making ambitious pledges to reduce their carbon emissions by setting net zero targets for 2030 and beyond. But existing carbon accounting standards do not accurately measure emissions across the whole footprint of an organization's activities, and so do not hold organizations accountable for achieving their targets. An organization's carbon footprint comes from the emissions associated with its products and services across their entire journey down the value chain, from raw materials through multiple stages of processing and transportation, to reaching the customer. Organizations accurately track their costs right along this chain, but not their carbon emissions, because existing carbon accounting protocols measure value chain emissions selectively and with considerable error. The e-liability method, recently developed by Professors Robert Kaplan of Harvard Business School and Karthik Ramanna of Oxford's Blavatnik School of Government, introduces a simple, accurate, and verifiable calculation for the total value chain emissions of any service or product. When suppliers reliably report their own carbon emissions, the model also produces real-time, actionable data that organizations can use to reduce their environmental or e-liabilities.
Existing carbon accounting protocols help organizations measure their direct emissions, but when it comes to measuring their value chain emissions, most organizations report guesstimates, if anything at all. The current system also results in counting the same value chain emissions multiple times, giving organizations little incentive to understand and reduce the total emissions under their control.
E-liability accounting integrates basic accounting principles with recent advances in climate science and blockchain technologies to address these problems. The method tracks a product's carbon footprint from source materials until its arrival at the customer's gate, just as organizations track the full costs incurred from the sourcing, production, and distribution of their products.
Consider a car door manufacturer. The company has many suppliers for the sheet steel, glass, plastics, fabrics, and electronic components that are assembled into the door. Under the e-liability method, as each of these components arrives at the car door factory, their accumulated emissions are transferred from the suppliers to the company. The company next adds its own direct emissions from its production and assembly stages, such as the energy it uses to process the material. All of the emissions, both transferred from suppliers and used on site, are then assigned to its various door products, similar to a standard accounting practice that assigns the cost of materials and overheads to finished products. The total emissions used to make and transport a finished car door are finally transferred to the next company in the value chain, the car assembly factory, when the door is sold to that factory. Thus, in a method similar to how value-added taxes work, the e-liability approach also resolves the multiple counting problem in current carbon accounting protocols.
E-liability carbon accounting does not require complicated and expensive software systems on which to run. Information technology such as blockchain, combined with existing inventory and cost accounting systems, can record, transmit, and provide an audit trail for e-liability transactions. And the emissions data for each product will automatically aggregate into company-level accounts, just like in financial reporting. The data can be presented in a format very similar to a financial balance sheet, making it easy for independent analysts to verify.
The method allows buyers at every step in a value chain, from business purchasers to end users, to make decisions that help reduce global emissions. The end user, such as the car purchaser, will see not only her purchase price, but also the total quantity of greenhouse gases emitted during all production and delivery stages before the product reaches her.
The e-liability method also allows organizations to continually make improvements to their product design, their processes, and their purchasing in ways that allow them to reduce the carbon footprint of their products and services and make those more attractive to environmentally sensitive customers and users. So while e-liability accounting fulfills the needs for corporate reporting and disclosure, its greatest impact will be as a climate management tool. It allows organizations to be both honest and innovative about their greenhouse gas emissions. It enables governments to accurately regulate decarbonization initiatives. and it provides the basis for well-functioning green finance and carbon offset markets.
Organizations have started to pilot the e-liability system in the tire, cement, energy, healthcare, steel, and agribusiness industries. To accelerate these pilots and to help regulators in evaluating and adopting this approach, we have created the global not-for-profit E-liability Institute. Its mission is to help entities and governments become more innovative and accountable in meeting urgent climate targets. If you would like your organization or government to learn more about how you can benefit from applying the e-liability approach, please visit our website.